Imagine flying over the Amazon rainforest and discovering it's not wild at all. For centuries, we believed this jungle was untouched, empty, pristine, wild. We were completely wrong. Scientists just used laser technology to see through the trees and found over 20,000 hidden structures. Massive earthworks, ancient causeways, entire cities swallowed by the forest. This wasn't a wilderness, it was home to millions of people. Engineering one of the most sophisticated civilizations in human history, hiding in plain sight for over 1,000 years. For generations, the Amazon rainforest kept its secrets buried beneath one of the thickest canopies on Earth. Archaeologists knew ancient earthworks existed, but they could only find them in the rare spots where the forest had already been cleared. Everywhere else, the trees hid everything, and that meant our picture of ancient Amazonia was built on a tiny, incomplete fraction of the evidence. That changed with a technology called LiDAR, light detection and ranging. Mounted on aircraft, LiDAR fires millions of laser pulses down through gaps in the leaves, bouncing off the actual ground below. Strip away the digital noise of leaves and branches, and what's left is a precise 3D map of the forest floor, as if the trees were never there at all. Between 2024 and 2026, a multinational research team scanned over 4,430 kilometers of flight paths across southwestern Amazonia using this canopy-penetrating LiDAR. It was, in effect, X-ray vision for the rainforest. What they found stunned even the scientists themselves. More than 20,000 geometric earthworks, hidden in plain sight for over 1,000 years. These weren't scattered curiosities. They were ditches, mounds, causeways, and enclosures, deliberate, engineered structures spread across a landscape once assumed to be empty wilderness. Published in the journal Nature in July 2026, the study didn't just add a few new archaeological sites to the map. It revealed that one single cultural region of the Amazon held as many earthworks as scientists had previously estimated for the entire Amazon basin combined. The scale of what had been missing for centuries was almost impossible to comprehend. So, who built all of this? The scale of the earthworks gave researchers a way to answer a question that had puzzled scientists for decades. Just how many people actually lived in the Amazon before European contact? The results overturned everything. Based on the density, spacing, and engineering demands of these structures, researchers estimate that between 100 and 300 AD, this one region of southwestern Amazonia alone was home to somewhere between 1.25 and 3 million people. These weren't small bands of nomadic hunter-gatherers drifting through the forest. They were structured, interconnected societies, communities linked by causeways, organized around shared public works, and coordinated enough to plan and build thousands of earthworks over generations. This was urbanism, Amazon style, dense, networked settlements woven directly into the rainforest itself, rather than carved out in spite of it. And crucially, these societies didn't just survive in the Amazon. They actively reshaped it. They managed the land, boosted its fertility, and engineered the terrain to feed millions of people in one of the most demanding environments on the planet. Where the old narrative imagined a pristine wilderness barely touched by human hands, the evidence now points to the opposite. A civilization sophisticated enough to sustain a population on the scale of a small modern country, hidden for over a millennium beneath the canopy. This wasn't a footnote in Amazonian history. It was one of its central chapters, and until now, we simply couldn't see it. Here's the part that changes everything we thought we knew about the Amazon today. Much of what we call untouched nature may actually be an ancient human creation. For centuries, these pre-colonial societies farmed and managed the land so intensively that they permanently transformed the soil itself. The result is something scientists call Amazonian dark earth, or terra preta. Incredibly fertile, dark soil created through generations of human activity. Remarkably, these enriched patches of earth still exist today, and they still support noticeably different plant life than the surrounding forest. In other words, the biodiversity we admire in the Amazon right now isn't purely the product of untouched nature. It's a living fingerprint left by millions of people who called this forest home nearly 2,000 years ago. And the implications don't stop at biology. If this level of population density and land engineering existed across other regions of the Amazon too, then our entire understanding of the basin's role in the global carbon cycle may need to be rewritten. Researchers argue that any accurate climate model moving forward has to account for just how deeply humans shaped this landscape, long before industrialization ever began. In the end, this discovery does more than rewrite archaeology textbooks. It forces us to reconsider what wilderness even means. The Amazon wasn't empty. It was engineered, inhabited, and loved by millions. A monumental civilization hiding in plain sight, waiting over 1,000 years for the technology that could finally see it.